If you have spent any time exploring old Tumblr fandom culture, you may have come across the strange phrase, Fandoms, grab your weapons. But what exactly does it mean, and why has a random post from 2012 become a piece of internet history? The Fandoms grab your weapons meme began on Tumblr on July 16, 2012. The original post used a screenshot from Facebook in which Tumblr was insulted, and the response was essentially a call to arms for every fandom on the platform. The joke was simple. Different fandoms were asked to prepare for an imaginary battle, with each group bringing a weapon, character, or ability from its favorite fictional universe. Potterheads were told to bring their wands. Whovians could bring the TARDIS. Supernatural fans had shotguns. Sherlock fans could bring consulting criminals. Hunger Games fans had their arrows. Avengers fans were ready to assemble. And Lord of the Rings fans could unsheath Sting. As the post was reblogged, more and more Tumblr users joined the imaginary alliance. Fans added their own fandoms and contributed whatever weapon or special ability best represented their favorite fictional world. Eventually, the format became bigger than the original post. It inspired variations of the phrase X fandom, grab your Y, turning the idea into a recognizable fandom template. What made the post particularly memorable was the sheer number of fandoms that could be included. It created a ridiculous fictional alliance where characters and communities from completely unrelated universes could supposedly fight together. But over time, the meme developed a very different reputation. As people began looking back critically or ironically at early Tumblr fandom culture, screenshots of the post started circulating as an example of the platform's famously dramatic and sometimes embarrassing fandom era. The original post has since been deleted, but screenshots and archived versions continue to resurface. It became associated with the nickname, the worst post on Tumblr, although many people now reference it more nostalgically or ironically as part of Tumblr history. Interestingly, the basic idea has returned in a new form. In August 2026, TikTok fandom communities created the Lesbian Space Princess Fandom War, also called the Great Fandom Truce of 2026. Instead of fandoms preparing for battle, unrelated communities temporarily joined forces in a fictional truce, using the phrase, just this once. The concept is different, but the connection is obvious. Both trends turn rival fandoms into one giant, chaotic alliance. So, Fandoms grab your weapons is more than an old Tumblr joke. It represents a very specific era of internet culture, when fandom communities treated fictional universes like real-world teams and turned arguments into elaborate, imaginary battles. More than a decade later, the original post survives through screenshots, references, and newer trends that recreate the same basic idea in a modern setting. And that may be the funniest part of all. Tumblr fandom culture may have changed, but the internet apparently never stopped bringing the fandoms together for war.